Give me one moment, I'm still eating, to be honest. And at the same time, I also want to do something else right before we go into Blender 3D modeling. Let me go try this. I'm trying to update my dice roll commands to include the name of the person rolling. So let's see if it actually works. Yes, hey! Okay, so that means we can change that in stream elements and apply that to every roll then. And we can also do that for the drinks. I'm so glad that let's start off with that. Don't use the command just yet. I haven't changed it. Give me a moment to try and change that. But yeah, I found out how you could refer to the person who actually typed in the command. So that could be cool. So apparently for YouTube it is $ and then between brackets source. So we can do that for the D8, save. We can do that for the D12, save. Let's see. We can do that for the coin flip, save. Also, I feel like we should have command aliases for coin flip, so it triggers on both coin flip and also on flip coin. Maybe. Save. So let's see, if we now press exclamation mark flip coin instead of coin flip, it should work as well. Does it do it? Maybe I need an exclamation mark at the start. Let's try again. Flip coin and then save it. Flip coin. Let's see if it works. Yes, Okay, so now we have that for the coin flip. We need it for the D10 as well. Save, and then we're gonna do it for the D20. Save, and then what was the last one? Drink. Save. Okay, so now if you press exclamation mark drink, it should give the new option. So now you can try it out if you want. Yeah. Let's see, I can try it out myself as well. Exclamation mark drink. It's not listening to you. Oh, is it because there's a cooldown on it? Coin flip. How much is the cooldown? Once per minute you can... Oh wait, it still did it. Okay. Nice. So now we have names. Now you can actually see who rolled something. We could maybe even include an emote or emote to the text, right? Okay, so let me take a bite of my food here. I'm eating burgers with tomato ketchup and some cheddar cheese. You had some ramen? Nice. Like the fancy one or like the instant cup ramen? Also, I added new music to our playlist. This is one of the songs that I actually commissioned an artist for. Restaurant block. Nice, fancy, fancy. So what did you mean with you're not gonna continue rolling? I mean, it should work for the D8. Wait, D6, D8, D10, D12, and D20. I have not made a D4 yet. You have still some rolls on the Wifubot? Yeah, I know, but I feel it's cursed to roll on the Wifubot if you're already on cooldown. Come on, do it. No, I know you guys are gonna claim it if there's something nice. I got Jaina Proudmoore today, which is a very important character in World of Warcraft. And I also got Hatsune Miku. That's pretty good, right? Jaina who? Jaina Proudmoore. She's like a mage from, what was that area called again? In some kind of colony or whatever. She's important for the storyline with artists and everything in World of Warcraft. She went a little bit fantasy racist though. Oh, the mage is the one who allowed to be paid by Prince Arthur. I'm not sure about that. But I do think she got clapped. You can interpret that however you want. So what do you think of the new beat? Do you like it? ambience mix. So it actually feels like you're downtown. Also, what flavor ramen do you have? And this one is a little bit darker and has a little bit more echo to it. This one has a little bit more of a creepy vibe to the song. Also, I'm almost done with my food. Then we can open Blender and make a start in our 3D model. Oh shit, my burger fell. Luckily on my plate though. I also remember just now, I'm working on a separate Blender file, and I actually managed to combine certain Blender files that I had made before. So maybe we can have some animation soon, because I managed to get my rigged 3D model into Blender, so I can move it around like a puppet, including my fancy mask. But also combine it with the file for the chain weapon. So now maybe we can actually do an attack animation. Almost done. Although I've sort of noticed that there is no chat in this screen, or at least not that long. Sometimes I also feel that I should redo the render for my background. Like, it's decent quality still, but the only thing that bothers me is that light up there. It looks a little bit weird. Alright, I'm done with my food. Let's move scenes to creative. So, we're gonna just delete all of this. And then add playing meter. That's a little bit on the large size. Let's do that. We should be able to smooth. Render and display faces smooth. Use interpolated vertex normals. And we have no light source at the moment. So let's add a new light source. Add light spot. Then let's increase the strength of the light. Let's add a new collection. Fruit drinks. New collection. No, not. Accessories. So let's make some materials first, because I think that's very important for this file. Where are we? New. So what we can make is gold, which should be like this, and then increase the metallic. Okay, this is a little bit too sharp for. Subsurface radius. Hey, what's that? Transmission. That's something I want to do. Clear code. Let's go to shading. Because at the moment I feel like this is a little bit too smooth, right? Let's see if we can add some displacement. See, wave, sky, noise. Maybe some noise. No. Oh, wow. That's not the effect that I'm looking for, but it looks interesting. Let's see, subdivision surface. Wait, this looks like that snack. I think we accidentally found that, you know that it's a chocolate snack with like fancy filling, and there's like this cupcake bottom under it, going up at the other side. Interesting. out on accident. So let's call this gold foil. And then we go back to gold. is a cool pattern, right? Oh, we can also invert it. I like this. Let's call this worldwide pattern. Interesting stuff. Anyway, let's go back to gold. Because we also need bronze. Let's see, let's compare it. This one should be a little bit more. Does that make sense? Then add noise texture. And we add does that make sense? No, I think we need the, what's it called? The transform thing? Vector transform, is that it? No, I don't think that's it. Mapping. There it is. Need that one. So add mapping in between. Does that work? Can I scale it in one direction? Doesn't seem to really do a lot. What if I do it on the other side? Not a lot of difference, eh? Oh, I like this. This looks already a lot nicer. Oh, there's a lot of distortion. Now it looks like a moon. Let's copy this over to normal gold as well. And then we're going to duplicate this to brass. Let's see, what for the color of brass? Give me color brass. I'm seeing a very yellow color. Maybe you can do it like this. Still have like a distinct color difference between bronze and gold, and then brass, and then let's copy and call it silver. Also, update Pumpkin. As you can see, when you did the command for exclamation mark a drink, it actually shows your name now. And that's for multiple commands, even for dice rolls and coin flips. So now you can even see who rolled what, if people do the same command at the same time. The music was overpowering, the music was overpowering the audio. Oh, really? Okay, is it better like this? I already loaded it a little bit, but let me know if it's still too loud. Now we got bar games. Yeah, you can flip coins. Oh, I wonder. Could you play blackjack with this? Imagine you have like blackjack or poker as a game. Too bad the bot isn't that smart to actually include a mini game like that. Would be nice. Like, imagine if you had a bot that actually kept track of points, so you could collect points while watching and then play games with it. Let's go, gambling bot. I think I'm gonna get cancelled then. Also, I don't know why it's so... bronze, chrome, gold edge, foil, gold wall pattern, iron, material, and silver. So if we duplicate iron and then keep making it darker, let me compare it to the file again. We got silver, bronze. Okay, we can call this steel then. And then for the next one, we're gonna call it, let's see, what's the good other color? Brass. No, pyrite, onyx. Let's go onyx. So I think we're on the metallic. And increase the darkness. Well, maybe a little bit more shine to it. Let's call it silver thingy. Possibly. A clear coat. What is it gonna look like with the... Ooh! Wow! Hello, shiny. think that's good. And later on we can still rename it or like change the effects on the layers, right? We're just making materials right now. So are you going to create all the textures first and then the mode? I think I'm gonna try to do the main materials first, so I get a feeling for what it's gonna look like. And I'm not sure like what order I'm gonna do, because at the moment I just want to have the base materials, right? The tints of the glass we could maybe do later. There's also the accessories we have to do. Pretty much simple shapes, right? So, for example, you have the boba tea kind of balls, right? So I feel like we should make some balls, and we should make some ice cubes, or maybe like a cut orange or something. Like those kind of accessories that will matter a lot more later on. I think that would help, especially for later on. Although, wait, maybe I should also... Well, I should rename this so it all stays together. One day we'll get mature enough to not laugh when we say balls. Yes, but that day is not today. Let's call it solid. Solid brass. Should I put a thing in between? Might as well. So we call it solid brass, and then we call it solid gold. Solid silver. Solid onyx. Solid iron. I feel like this is important to all give them the nickname solid so they all stay together. Because later on we're gonna have semi-transparent layers and also, what is it? Liquid. So it's gonna become harder to keep track of all the material types. Let's see, gold, solid, 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 solid. Also, I'm not sure why certain solids have like a 0 in front of them. Solid brass. Oh, steel. There we are. This is not really feeling like steel though. There. Let's see, what material are we missing? Also, since we're doing creative on Thursday, I won't be streaming as long as I normally do, because this is just a normal weekday for me where I also had some daytime work. So I am a little bit tired from the earlier of the day. Just a fair warning in advance. But I just wanted to get started on this project already. Let's see, brass, onyx. We need stone and meteor metal. Okay, I think stone. Oh wait, and black tungsten. Okay, let's duplicate it. Black tungsten. might actually need a sun. Add light, a sun. Just for a little bit more backlighting. Let's go back to shading. Solid tungsten is what we needed. We already have iron. We also need some flint. I think for the flint, we want to take all the metallic shine away. And then make it very dark. Oh shit, we forgot to make it a separate layer. Okay, let's go back. Okay, duplicate, and instead of black tungsten, let's call it flint. I said flint. And then we're gonna take this away. I might need a son. Jinn has entered fatherhood. Wait, I might need... No, not that. I mean, like a sun in the sky, right? Not that kind of sun. I might need a sun. Imagine that. Oh, yeah. I totally need a sun for Blender. We got flint. What else do we need? Flint, silver, bronze. We got steel, obsidian. We have so many black materials. I feel like, obsidian would be higher on the metallic. Because it's pretty much lava stone, right? Or like lava glass stone. Maybe make it a little bit lighter. Okay, I'm fine with this. Let's see. After obsidian, we also have. Let's see. Polished V-roid. Oh, that's gonna be a tough one. Do more here, right? Okay, we can't just do it with a noise texture, that's for sure. Wait, we might even just have to. Yeah, let's go back. Instead of doing it from this, we could go for the wild pattern one, this one, and duplicate this. Should we add a new BDS? Add BDSF. Principles. Oh shit. That's not what I want. Come on, let me move you. Add noise texture. No, not white noise. There's noise texture. What if we are connected to the alpha? What's gonna happen then? We're just gonna disconnect this bit. Noise, normal map, bump to normal, plugin. Oh, hey! How are you doing, Boneman? Sorry, I didn't see you. How are you doing? I'm sitting pretty close to glass. Oh, do you want to set normals? Yeah, sorta. Well, I'm just making the different layers for the different materials that I'm gonna use. And later on we can still actually go tweaking in detail after we make like some shapes, right? So we can see what it looks like after we put it to a shape. But we need some kind of base material to work off from, right? What I'm trying to do is... So what I need is... Think of it like a black rock with blue spots on it, working as if it's like a noise thing. I would get an alpha map for this one. Do you know what the material is like? Let me see if I can copy it over. Polish. Domer. What was it called again? Polish to more here, right? Okay, I'm just gonna add this to the chat so you can look it up. So this is the material that I'm trying to make. Polish Duro Rewrite. It's like I think it's like if you look at the third image of Google, you can see it's like a blue noise with some black spots. But I have no idea how to make that. Like, do I start from blue? It's a weird one, right? So either you start with black and add blue on top of it. Gradient texture. Wait. Add gray. How does that work? I have never used a gradient texture. Mix with noise. In what way? Like mix colors or mix RGB? Like this. Connect that to a color ramp. Alright, we can do that. Color ramp. Then I guess don't connect it to the alpha anymore. But the base color. Let's see, color ramp lets you change the color. Ah. Ah, yeah, I see it now. And then should I put a mapping in between, like before it? I guess not. What about this one? Turn off roughness. Should I also put a color ramp on this one? If you want more control, yes. But now it's mostly blue. Those are fun to mess around with. Yeah, I know. You can't go endlessly with them, right? But this feels more like marble, right? Yeah, let me take a look at that image again. I feel there should be more black in there. is how reflective it is. I don't think it's just that. Or should I also connect it to the... Let's see... Display. What happens if I connect it also to the displacement? It's gonna look pretty weird. If you want to... I don't think it's about the smoothness. It's like, if you look at this thing, it's mostly blue with some black in it, but I want more black and a little blue. Like I want to have it inverted. So maybe if you use a different blending mode. That's also not it. Multiply. There we go. You could just have to add more types of blue to this area. Internet, help me. Need some white and gold. Wait, white and gold? Really? I don't really see a lot of white and gold in there. Can we add another? Can we add another one of these? What's gonna happen now? This is starting to look pretty close, right? It's pretty close. Yeah, I'm just testing out if I can add some more color variation to the black. I think this could be an interesting texture for, let's see, which one was it again? It was for the Odyssey. Although I think the blue inside the reference image is a little bit lighter. Let's see if I can copy that. Doesn't really seem to matter that much. Why is that? Yeah, I think we can be satisfied with this. The only other thing I could imagine is to, let's see, you could add an image in the little box for reference. Wait, I can add an image in the little box for reference. What do you mean? You could add an image in the little box. In the little box. You mean this one? I'm getting the feeling, imagine if we duplicate this one and have it at a different scale. How would that work? If you click the top left and set it to image. So So do I just drag and drop images there then? Let's see if it works. New. Sample. So. Oh. This really want to work. You need a plugin to drag and drop. Ah, okay. Well, we can look at that another time. Let's see. We could actually use this layer for normal stone as well, right? Let's see. So what we wanted to call this one was solid polyester. Then we go for the other one. This one. And we take out the blue then, right? That makes it look a lot, let's see, open image done. Wait, I think I missed some messages. If you middle mouse drag the top bar, there you can scroll, you can click open, it will open file browser, open image done. To this method you have to download it. There's an image copy plugin, you can just copy an image and paste it into the thing. Oh, that's super handy. Yeah, I might look into that another time then. Let's see, that's this. Image paste. All right, let me write it down. Where's my... Do I have a pen? Yes, I have a pen. A piece of paper. Image paste. Image. Image paste. I noted it down. Thank you very much for the tip. It's always appreciated. What would make sense for a rock displacement? Looks like marble. I kind of like it. Yeah, but it's not like the pure white with black marble. It's more like a stonish effect, right? What was Voronoi. What was this one again? Also, let's just save before we do something experimental. Use a bump node. Oh yeah, yeah. Add bump. Is it just magic? Not that. Then add whatever texture you want to it. Should I connect it, like, is it the factor towards the height? Like this one? Because I don't see much difference here. What about noise? A noise texture. Oh, I'm getting some weird stuff here. What's happening? Rough details. Wait, sorry, add normal map, then bump. Oh, okay. Normal. Like this. Render world space, render object space. I have no idea what all of this means, to be honest. It looks a little bit weird at the moment. Basically converts texture into the right format. Ah. But it's not helping with the noise texture. Let's see if we can get another texture. Sky, wave, brick, image. Interesting. I guess this is good enough. Also, I would turn on smooth shading for object. This one, right? Render and display face smooth. use interpolated vertex normals. I think that's this one, right? Yeah, there's something weird going on at the top, but I'm not sure what to do with that. But this is just an example shape. What are we gonna call this? We're just gonna call this solid stone. I think it's a UV mapping. Distance. Distance is not really mattering here. Need a texture coordinate. Oh! Chord. This one. And then, like, generate it. I see some slight changes, but not too much. Also, can we do a color ramp on this thing as well? Ooh. We took out the weird discoloration if we do that. Like if we connect it like this, you still have like that weird green purple noise effect, right? But if we add this color ramp in between, it's all gone. I think this one is cool, right? Now it looks like actual stone. Wait, but then we can use this one as our basis for the other stones as well, right? So imagine if we duplicate this one. So normally I do it through actual shader and connect the normal plugin. Ooh. So I'm actually doing it in a very scuffed way, I guess then. This one, we can just delete solid flint and then go to this one. And then make it darker. Doesn't really seem to work. Displacement is more for terrain. Ah. I'm not sure if this is a good flip, but hey, it's something to work with, right? So I'm no expert on nose by any means. Me neither. Like, you know how I'm doing stuff, right? But as long as we find a solution to make some nice stuff, I don't really care about the method that we use. As long as it's gonna end up in a nice end product, right? this looks pretty cool. See, it's actually like it has depth to it now. So I do have experience with some good node setups. Ah. That looks sick. Yeah. I think we should save this one. Obviously it's not flint, but how should we call this? Solid, layered or something? Layered effect, something like that. And then we go back to the flint, right? So maybe we should find something else. Texture. By the way, can you apply sky texture to this? Like what happens then if you apply sky texture? Like this? I'm guessing weird stuff is gonna happen then. I have no idea, I'm curious. Okay, let's just save in case something's gonna crash. So we're gonna remove the magic texture. We're gonna put this one in here. Let's see what happens. Okay, nothing much. Altitude, air. I don't think it's doing anything. Okay, this is doing something. You can decide which side the light's coming from, right? Doesn't seem to do much. Well, at least we know it's not the sky texture then. Let's see. You have noise, you have checker. What is for a noise again? Oh, for noise. Oh shit! Oh shit! That looks cool. That really looks like rock pieces. You could make a very cool looking wall with this. I love this texture. Yeah! Okay, what about the randomness? Oh, okay, so normally it looks like this, and by adding the randomness factor, it starts to morph into like this weird turtle shell texture. It's really useful for scratches. Really? Okay, so now it's Euclidean. What if it's Manhattan? Oh! And what about this one? Oh. Using matte nodes. Okay. So does it still use generated as a basis for the vector? Wow. Oh, we're just copying the first style again. So we have 3D, 2D. What's F1 smooth? Oh, so this now it's no longer a hard shell. Basically, you have two V-roid textures and use matte to take away parts of the texture to create scratches. Oh. I did something a long time ago with my chain blades as well, but I have no idea how I did it. Like, there was so much going on in that thing. Wait, maybe I can... should I try to import it? Okay, new collection. Chain blades, yes. And then I want to append. Accessories, no. Weapon, chain blade weapon. Collection. Material. Oh, can I just... Oh, I can just import the material as well. Append. So what happens then if I just append the material? Did it show up now? Metal rough. Here, look at this. This is what I made before. You can just import material. Yeah. So this is what I made before. It's a... Yeah, you can see what it looks like here in the node system. I was following tutorial. PC doesn't like the calculations. Yeah, like, look at where everything is going down here. Is it better if I do this? No, it's still gonna lag us out. So what we could do is maybe we can rename this into solid iron. Looks cool. Yeah, I know, right? And then maybe we can delete the original solid iron. Where's solid iron? Here. Because this was my solid iron. Like, this is not good. So we can just delete this one, and then where's solid iron again? There we... No. Delete this one. Solid iron. There we go. So how do you delete old materials? Scenes, view layer, blender. I think it was somewhere up here, right? Oh well. Let's see, what does this do? Unlinked data block. Let me remember. Solid alt. And then we can rename the other one to solid iron. It was dumb. So maybe we can use this as a base for the stone as well. Let's see, stone. Well, maybe not the stone. Let's see, where's stone? Solid stone. Because this one is now really flat, right? here, right? Accessories. You see that picture button? Oh yeah, here. Scene, view layer, blah, blah, blah. I guess you mean this one. Blender file. Oh, okay, so we can go to materials and then solid alt, we can delete that one. Delete. Okay. So now we can just go back to scene. Solid iron. So let's take a look at how we did this. Because this one does not even have a displacement effect. It's all just here, overlays, color ramps, wave texture, color ramp, into bump map, into bump map. So if I just duplicate this, just to test it out, right? Let's see, can we get another color for this? Because now it's blue. Can we make, oh shit, we can just make it black like this. It's a bit dumb, but it's hidden away. So what do you feel like this material should be? Like if it's all black? Oh, the thing should be on view layer. Oh yeah, wait, hey, view layer, yeah, this one. It's not obsidian, right? Because this is too rough for the glass obsidian texture. Let's see. We need steel, we need bronze, we need silver, we need flint, we need iron, we need chrome, black tungsten, obsidian, there's meteor metal, there's stone, there's onyx. Wait, could it be onyx then? Like a car that's been left out in the rain for years. It's like a metal. I don't know, it feels like burnt metal. Like, like black steel. Or like black brushed steel. Let's see, onyx is usually polished. So it wouldn't fit that. Like a bad batch of metal. Yeah, I think, yeah, let's, what about tungsten? What color is tungsten usually? Tungsten. There is black tungsten, but that one is usually very smooth. We can also just call it mystery metal. Yes. Your name is now mystery metal. So if we increase the color, oh, I hear tungsten is very hard to work with. So what you're saying is like we could call it tungsten and say it's like, oh yeah, this metal is very hard to work with, so that's why it's so rough. So what if we do lower the metallic effect? Oh, it's starting to look more stony. Interesting. hand almost. Should you use this for the gold? I remember I could, let's see, I could play with the strength, right? Apparently not. Or was it the color ramps? Let's see, I hear this is very hard to work with. Apparently they're using it to make fusion reactors. Oh, that sounds like a cool thing. Wait, I have a stupid idea. Look at this. It's pride metal. Whoa. This feels like ice cream, man. Like something you put on a cone, right? Like an ice cream cone. Let's call this solid rainbow. Yeah, it looks like ice cream. Yeah, like it's melting all together, like all the different flavors. That's so funny. I did not expect that. Okay, so this is our solid iron. Our solid obsidian could use some work as well. Wait, how is this being mixed right now? This is not leading anywhere. Wait. Bump. Can I put it over here? What's gonna happen if I do this? Displacement mesh moves. Displacement moves mesh, I believe. Is it disconnected? Oh, you mean disconnect this one? To see what happens. It's hard to see, right? Yeah, I'm not really seeing any much difference with the strength or distance up or down. So let's remove this one again and reconnect it like it was in the past. Also, let's see, we have... This was our tungsten, right? So we can delete this one. Solid. Where's tungsten? Maybe connect this. Wait, maybe connect this placement to normal. Oh, that could be something. Delete. So now we go back to, what was it? Iron again. Solid iron, and then duplicate this, and then rename you to actual black, and then black tungsten. I think it's tungsten with a U, right? Tungsten or tungsten? Let me double check. Tungsten with an E. Yeah. Okay, that's good for this. You know what would be cool? If it was like a scorched earth thing, like you had like these lava illumination things spread out over this object. That could be a cool effect, right? Like a lava scarring. Notes time, math notes time. Oh, yeah. I think I'm not gonna do that today. That's probably gonna fry my brain. You know how there are these tutorials like, oh, how do you make the planet Earth, or how do you make Mars or the Moon or whatever? I think I should look at one of those tutorials to see like how I can make an illumination layer for like a lava effect. But instead of making it blue like the ocean, you turn it into like red or orange. Ready for pain. So yeah, I think I should watch one of those tutorials, like how they separate the ocean. It could also be like, you know, the electricity layer, right? Like imagine if you have like a black and white lightning effect texture, and you apply it to this ball, and then just put the lightning on the illumination layer or something. Most of my texturing I do now is through Adobe Substance Painter, basically Photoshop for 3D. Really? I did not know how that... Wait. I'm reminded. So, you know, whenever you get textures, right? Let me zoom out. If you have, let's see, add mesh cube. Imagine you have this cube, right? But if I apply the black tungsten to this thing, it's just gonna be uniform, right? But how do you do the etching effect on the vertexes, or like the line? Because sometimes you have that effect that it looks damaged on the edges here, like light gray, as if it's like worn down. I wonder how people do that, because that really adds to the realism, right? Because then it looks like damaged metal, like damaged iron. I can actually paint it myself in real life, but I don't know how to do it digitally. Because in real life, you'd probably go over an object with like with what is it? A gray paint a few times, and then you start sanding it down to get the edge effect. I forgotten how to do that, sadly. There's a node where you can use geodata. Oh! Okay, so we should start looking at that then. Damn, this is gonna be a big project, isn't it? But yeah, let's delete the cube again. So this is now black tungsten. What about gold? What do you think about this gold? Should we also turn it into that other one? Also, I'm not sure if you were here, but we also found something else cool, which is gold with weird patterns like this. And we did that with the magic texture, but color ramping it, so it only takes part of what's in between. Can you see it? So you could do it like this, so it's like indented, but you could also do it the other side, so it looks like there's moisture. Let's see, where was it? This was indent. Here. Now it looks like there's substance on here, right? Get metal, apply edge, wear filter, done. I love Substance Painter. I think this would be a nice effect for the glass, right? That it actually looks like water droplets. It's pretty much just a noise texture with a color ramp. Let's see. It works pretty well. I'm not sure what to do with the gold though. We have this funny effect. We have this funny effect where it's like edged. This one. You have this one. I feel like the brass and the bronze are a little bit boring still. But that could just be me. Maybe it will look better once we add shapes to it. Going to study some nodes and work out how they work. Yeah, I really need to do that as well. It's the same for geonodes. I haven't touched them enough. Although I have seen something interesting. So what I'm thinking of, what would be cool with geonodes is, like, imagine you just put out some lines for a dungeon, and then it automatically fills in the walls and the floor and the whatever based on the height of the floor and based on the how vertical the walls are. I think that would be pretty cool, right? Oh shit. We we can import another thing. Let's see, file, append, metal edge, append, metal edge. Where are you? Ta-da! This is also a very cool one. So this one actually has some tears or like linings in there. It would be cool, yeah. And then you can make a lot of like cave systems, right? And then if you have multiple geonodes or like textures for geonodes, you can just swap between the style, and suddenly your cave wall turns into a castle wall or like a dungeon wall or a temple. If you have something like that as a work file, and then even like automatically add illumination or torches or I don't know, night crystals I guess, or like glowing crystals, then you could get some very nice effects very quickly. You just have to sketch out the layout of the dungeon and you'd be done. Although I've mostly seen people use this geonode system more for what is it, buildings, for skyline kind of stuff. I've seen it for cities mostly. Yeah, same. But I figure it could be cool for like underground areas as well. Well, that would be more like D&D related, right? Because then you could say like, oh, if the space is this big, there's so much clutter, and then you just make a map full of like rock textures and maybe, or like accessories pretty much. So it could be a skeleton, it could be a crate, it could be a chest, it could be some rocks, or it could be a pitfall, or I don't know, some other kind of trap. Cities are annoying to make, so I get why. Yeah, I had the same. I really want to redo that again, because I think I said it before, but the setting for my world building is a little bit unique, right? In that it's subterranean. So it's on Mars, subterranean, and it's cyberpunk style. You're never gonna find like static images or like random images like that, because Mars is very iron and red like, right? So you need a red glow, and it's very dark because it's underground. And yeah, and then there's like the mixture between like demonic or devil elements together with cyberpunk. Yeah, you're never gonna find just random images like that on the internet. You have to make them yourself. Considering the radiation. Wait, what radiation? I mean, it's subterranean. It's not like if you're in the middle of the... yeah, you're not in the sun. I'm not sure if you've seen that image, but I've been like world building since I debuted it already. Although I have not really published much, because I feel like if all is still in concept level, I should not, how to say that, like publish it as official stuff if it can still change. So that's why I want to start with something small, with like my the fruit drinks for my bar, because that's easy to keep canon, right? And then you can just rotate out old drinks and get new drinks eventually. But it's like for world building, I'm thinking about like, oh yeah, this is a cyberpunk city that's subterranean on Mars. There's like this huge like shaft to the surface of Mars, which is like a spaceport kind of thing, and the city is mostly layered vertically. So normally cities are horizontally, right? But no, this city is vertically because it wants to go into the depths. Because it's mining like the raw resources of Mars. And there's like Well, you could say it's like an underground lake, but more of an underground sea. Need solid stone to block most of it, yeah. Cosmic radiation would be crazy for humans on Mars. Yeah, it's also that, is it that Mars has a very high iron, I say that, mixture in the earth, in the soil. So that could help reduce the cosmic radiation as well. It's pretty much like a natural shield. At least that's how I'm thinking about it. So to continue on with the world building, it's like every layer has its own unique subculture, where the lowest level would be like fishing and military protection, and the second one would be like industrial, where there's a lot of mining going on. Then there's like the upside down city, pretty much on a cave ceiling, which is called the gallows, which is actually this music that's playing right now. It's related to the gallows. So this is the vibe of the gallows. Like it's a little bit mysterious and scary sounding, because it's like a misty place, because all the cave fog is rising up to the ceiling. Need solid stone to block most of it. Yeah. Let's see. Above that would be the Luxus district, which is also a song. And let's see, what was the other one? There is the financial district, but there's also like a sky district above it, like floating islands in the underground world. It's pretty much like, imagine if hell was on Mars, pretty much. And they're cyberpunk. They're not stuck in medieval times anymore. But yeah, I can imagine as much as I want, but I actually have to materialize it, right? I have to turn it into like physical objects or images or storylines, so people can actually enjoy it instead of it just being my head fan fiction, pretty much. Wait, so the city is in layers? Yeah, so the city is pretty tall, like very tall. You shouldn't think of it as just a tall city, but it's literally just multiple layers. So like every layer could have its own skyscrapers, and it's just built on top of each other with like some cave systems separating it. So yeah, the underground wouldn't be just, oh, it's just a shaft. No, it's like, think of it as Hollow Earth theory, but then Hollow Mars. Goes deep. Yeah. At least that's the whole idea. Wait, I should definitely show you the image. Let's save this file. Illustrator, open up. I like this, and I was thinking that maybe this world building that I'm doing, maybe I can even expand on it by using it for like a cyberpunk red or like a D&D setting, like just build your own world with it. Because that would allow me to make content with it and also enjoy it, right? Like do a little bit of storytelling. Okay, let's see if I can properties, change, Illustrator. There we go. This is pretty much a sketch that I made a long time ago. I already showed it, I think 1 or 2 streams before. Use the mantle for geothermal generators. Yeah, So here I was thinking like, oh, above this is like the ceiling of the cave here, and then there are some very old type buildings floating on, like old castles floating on, yeah, pretty much floating rocks or floating islands that pretty much look down on the rest of the city. Then, of course, the financial district would be on top because, hey, they like to look down on people and they make the highest skyscrapers. Then you get the underside. Although I'm not sure if the underside is still going to be canon. This area was renamed to the Luxus district. And let's see, this is the industrial complex then. As you can see, there's like literally a shaft up here. So a lot of the smog and the smoke of the industrial complex, of the mining and industrial, how do you say that? Production, like the air contamination is pretty much going up here, flowing up into the city. Yeah, this is dystopian, very very much. Like they don't care. They're all like demons and devils here. What do you mean we can't build on ceiling? Yeah, that's the gallows here. As you can see, there's a connection between the industrial complex and the gallows, but the gallows is also connected to the Nether Harborage, which is also renamed. It's all up to code. Yes, yes. Like, we don't have to adhere to human coding, right? Human right violation? No, we are not violating any human rights, because these are all devils and demons that are working here. You can say it like that, right? Like humans would probably not even survive in this heat and this contamination and smog and dirt and grime. But yeah, this is the gallows, which is like the upside down building city. So yeah, you definitely don't want to fall down off the railing here, because then you're gonna fall all the way down to this area, to this land, which is pretty much a harbor slash military complex, because this is attached to, yeah, this is connected to the Abyssal Sea, which is pretty much a huge sheet, but it's also like a deep shaft that goes just deeper and deeper with some cave systems. A good 10-minute fall. Yep. Yeah. So that's why I figured it would be funny to call it the gallows. Because you're pretty much like a hanged city. And these are like like industrial escalators with big platforms going between the zones. And these are like the mine shaft things. Yeah, I'd love to just continue working on this, but at the moment it's just a one-man project. So besides just me doing like the like 3D modeling, like a Blender, I'm also writing the story for this area. Have you seen the Mystery Flash Pit National Park map? Kind of reminds me of that map a bit. No, I have not. A Mystery Flash Pit National Park map. Let me look it up. Mystery Flash Pit map National Park. Wait, what is it? Mystery Flash Pit National Park. It's sort of an ARG. Oh, okay. Journey below. Park Trail Engineer. Oh, so they're also doing world building? Yeah, this looks like a lot of world building. Like, It's made by one dude as well. Oh man, that's so cool. So yeah, this is like part of the reason why I want to be able to 3D model well, is so that everything that comes up in your imagination you can actually make. So imagine, oh, I want to make a horrifying plant creature, then I can just 3D model that and just add it to the lore of my world. Or if I say like, I want to make a megalith space shaft, what is it, like spaceport shaft or whatever, then I can do that. Or if I want to make a huge corporate CEO building for a mega corporation, I can do that as well. Or if I want to make a rough sea with a storm, then I can do that as well with Blender. And it's not a single use either, because if once you 3D modeled it, you can keep reusing it for different settings or different situations. But damn, maybe someday I will get enough people interested in my world that we can actually build a campaign or like a story attached to it. Like the power scaling in my world is pretty insane. It's like, oh, you know normal guns from Earth? Yeah, those are considered non-lethal here. A short film? Maybe. Like at the moment I was thinking about just at like trailer level. So maybe I would do like a 1 or 2 minute animation at most for just a trailer of my channel. Which features my own 3D model, right? My own Vtuber model, looking extra cool with his fancy mask. Let's see if I can turn it on. Please turn on. Hello? Can you turn on, please? Why are you not turning on? Oh my god. Oh, there we are. Yes. Like with this mask on. And then using my weapons as a first display of like how this world works, or like what the vibe of that world is. Because at the moment people don't have any visuals with it, right? Except for what's happening on my channel or my channel vibes. But I figured that would be a nice first big video. And then through the short system on YouTube, because you have YouTube Shorts, I was figuring that I'd make objects, and then under the object I'd add some text as like an archive or like a data analysis kind of YouTube short thing. Because the YouTube Shorts are only like 60 seconds, right? So you can just, I don't know, make a 3D model of a trash can and then say something about the trash can and that it's like connected to the central hub or whatever. What layer is the bar one? Which one do you think? Nah, it's the Luxus district. So in this area. Which is pretty much the heart of everything because it's in the center. People from the gallows could travel here. You can't see it yet, but there should be like multiple connections from the gallows to the Luxus district, but also from the top financial district to the Luxus. Like the Luxus district is pretty much downtown. It's like the central hub of the city. Like everything goes there. It's pretty much the nightlife. It's where all the shops are, all the restaurants, the cafes, the pubs, the bars, the hostels, that sort of stuff. Yeah, like pawn shops maybe. Basically, huge transport system go all the way up. I feel like I shouldn't make it too easy to navigate the city, right? It should be like a sorry to say this, but it should be a little bit of a clusterfuck to go from the bottom layer to the top layer. I don't think you should be allowed to just take one elevator up and just be there. I feel like, oh, first you have to go take transport to the main elevator, like the layer elevator. And then from there, once you're on the new layer, you should take the train to like the central hub. And from there, you should go take the metro to another area of the city. And then you can take another elevator up to the next layer. And on that next layer, you actually have to go past like some kind of checkpoint to get your ID checked before you can even move up further. They've don't care that much, lol. Like, it actually has to be painful to go from the bottom layer all the way to the top layer. But from the top layer going downwards is very easy. Like, you just jump off the cliff. and hope you have a good parachute or some landing gear, maybe. Like 10 security points? Yeah, pretty much. And this isn't even the highest level because so I like to add some diversity in my world, right? So I think the citizens in this city would probably be a mixture of devils, demons, Nephilim, fallen angels, and humans. And if there are fallen angels, that means there should be angels as well, but they don't really they don't really live inside the city. They would probably live at the surface of Mars as like the last security checkpoint before you go underground. And above that, above this, like the surface level security gate to the underground city, pretty much, I figured it would be cool to have like a huge space station, which is like in the hands of the angels and the I don't know, some kind of deity or god, but not like the mythological god, but more like a sci-fi cyberpunk interpretation of angels and gods. So basically movement is controlled, yes. Because if you think about it, this is pretty much like hell on Mars, right? So it would make sense that you don't want devils and demons to navigate too easily to the top layer of what is pretty much hell. You'd want to keep them low, right? You want to keep them on the ground. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan that I'm working on. Like the Nether Harbor Rage, I actually renamed that to Fortis Mare. If I remember correctly. And Fortis Mare should look something like this. So there's like these checkpoints or like these ocean wave breaker walls, which are heavily fortified because the Abyssal Sea isn't just home to fish and food, it's also sea monsters. So while you're fishing here, you have the danger of like abyssal void monsters also being in the water. Which is great for horror, right? You're risking life and limb to capture some food for the city to survive on, while also dealing with horrific abyssal void monsters. So you have to go through papers, please checkpoints waiting for hours to go up to the next layer for it to shut down before you get there. Yep. And then some kind of idiot goes, like, you know how in Cyberpunk people can go cyber psycho, right? I feel like that would be funny to add to this world as well, but not really cyber psycho, but more like an ego induced psychosis. Because I haven't told you that, but I have an interesting power scaling idea for this world. So your past is a day out of date, denied. And then you have to go back again. Yeah, exactly that. So what I was thinking about power scaling in this world is I feel like it would be funny to attach it to a person's emotional state. So, for example, if you're just neutral, then your power multiplier is also neutral. It's just 1.0. If you're motivated, then it would rise up to like 1.1 or 1.2. If you're motivated or angry, or like the more intense your emotion is in a positive way, the stronger you get. So pretty much people who are confident or even overconfident could spike in power levels, or people who are very angry or very motivated, they could actually defeat someone who's normally stronger than them. For example, you could say like, oh, there's this demon that has a power or attack level of 1,000, and then you have this devil whose attack power is only 500. Now imagine that demon of 1,000 is pissing off that devil to an extreme rate that he gets very motivated or very angry to get back at him, and his power multiplier would end up being like 2.1. He's gonna fuck him over then. So that's like a reason why people cohabited in hell or in this area, because if you piss someone off, they could overpower you, even if you're normally stronger. I think that would be a funny thing. On the other hand, there's also negative multipliers, or like, I guess it's not really a multiplier, but a divider. Like imagine feelings of lowered self-worth or depression or not being confident in your skills can actually lower your power level or like your attack level or whatever. So it's important not to lose hope, pretty much, because if you're losing hope, it actually affects your strength as well. I think that would be a funny system to work by. Sent right to the gallows for being sad. Yes. No, you're not being like cast down just because you're sad. It's more like because you're in a lowered mental state, people could abuse that, right? So you can't stand your ground against them, so you're pushed out, pretty much, is more the reason, I think. Like, people could try to exploit you. So that's just the natural power of the people in this world. But hey, because it's cyberpunk, you're also gonna have cybernetics and implants. And because cybernetics and implants are like robotic and object-based, they are not influenced by your mental state. So if, for example, you want to upgrade yourself, right? Because you know that you're very weak mentally, then that rocket launcher in your arm can always work as the rocket launcher in your arm. Even though your physical strength might go up and down based on your emotional mood, your arm is still gonna fire that rocket launcher. So it's more like a stability thing. Like, even if you're in a bad spot, you can still fire that rocket launcher in your arm. Or, I don't know, have knives in your arm, or I guess use a biometer or like bioscanner that's implanted into your eye or whatever. Like typical cyberpunk stuff. I think that could also be a reason why theatrics or fashion or feeling comfortable would be important in this world, because the more comfortable you are, the more confident you are, the more stable your power level would be, right? But if you're like wearing old rags, feeling uncertain about the future, thinking you might lose your job tomorrow or whatever, then yeah, that's gonna affect you quite a lot. So bad news is actually dangerous in this world. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm working on, and hopefully we can make it more official in the coming year. At the moment, I'm close to my first anniversary as a streamer, so hopefully we can do more of this stuff after the anniversary. And maybe I can actually make some decent architecture, like skyscrapers, in a style that I like. Let's see, let's go back to Blender for now, because we're still working on this. Let's see, I'm not sure what to call this, but I could definitely we call this solid line scratched metal, and then we can later on maybe get a better idea of what we want with it. Also, it's already 9 o'clock, so I think I should actually call it quits for today. Be right back. Like I said, this is like a normal weekday that I already had a daytime job earlier, and then afterwards I went streaming. So usually I have less energy. That's the reason why I usually do creative stuff on Mondays, so I'm more relaxed. But I think we got a decent dent in. We just need to add more materials or figure it out like how to do them. I think for example, the ice cubes, we could just use a glass BDSF, right? Though it has been a great stream. Thank you! And we learned some new stuff, like how to make a rainbow ice cream cone and make some cool looking scratched metal, right? We got quite a bit done. Yeah! So next time I should probably, let's see, I could look at, yeah, the accessories. So like the ice cube or the boba balls or the, maybe, how do you call those things in English? The straws? Is it called a straw? Like the one you use to drink something with? Or like an umbrella for in your drink, or maybe a little piece of fruit. Those kind of things you get added to your drink pretty much, right? I think that is something we could probably look into next time. A straw? Yeah, it's a straw. It's always confusing for me because I'm not like natively English, right? So whenever I read straw, I always think of like, you know, straw hat. Like what is it, like plant fiber? But a straw, yeah, you can also drink from it. We could also maybe look more into how to get those water droplets, because I think that could be cool as well. Also, another thing is we have some fluids. Well, you don't really have to render them as fluids, but you could just make them out of glass, I guess. But we do need a gradient for it. English is weird, so don't worry. Thank you. I have no idea how to do a transparent drink or like transparent surface with a gradient effect. So that's also going to be an adventure next Monday, I think. A parasol? Yeah, a parasol. That's correct. Yeah, I was thinking about umbrella, but yeah, it's a parasol. Like, you know, those fancy cocktails and martini decorations, right? I want to do some of that as well. I think it would be cool. Yeah, I think that's it pretty much for today. This Saturday I am not gonna stream. I have some appointments in real life I have to go after. And then Monday we will be streaming creative again. And on Tuesday we will be doing Sandbox Jurassic World again. It's looking pretty nice. I looked up some new videos about how to do certain stuff. So maybe we can actually try that next Tuesday. Also, I hope you enjoyed the new music that I added to my playlist. It's not available on my channel just yet, but I am planning to make like separate music videos for that. So you can always listen to the music or the song, even if I'm offline. Then you can just add it to your playlist or whatever. I have no idea how to add this stuff to things like Spotify, but it could be cool to have it on Spotify as well, right? Like music like this. But I'm not sure if there's like cost attached to it or not. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Did I miss anything? only on Sunday that I'm usually making my schedule on that day. Like a Spotify playlist, that's free. Wait, like being a Spotify creator, like uploading your song there, is that also free? Because it would be funny if I can just upload my music that I commissioned from some artists, like Rocco Beats, if I can just put it on there. I'm not too sure. Well, that's just something I have to look into then, I guess, coming Sunday. Man, I just love this texture. But yeah, I'm out for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again. And thank you always, Bowman, for the advice and insights you're sharing with me. It's very much appreciated. As I told before, I am a newbie at Blender and I'm just self-taught. I never had any official schooling in it. So every tip is welcome, pretty much. Great stream, have a good one. Thank you to you as well. And also, the last thing is, if you do the exclamation mark drink now, it actually states your name instead of just saying you. It's the same with dice rolls now. I can show you. For example, if I press exclamation mark D6, yeah, here now it says your name. So we updated the bot a little bit. Even if I press like for the D6, I rolled a 2. So that could be funny for like D&D-ish or board game kind of ideas. Like I was thinking like it could be fun to play board games with viewers, right? And now you can actually roll on stream chat. So I actually know what you roll and then I can move your pawn for you on the screen. Oh, that's a high roll. Nice one. That definitely hits. Roll for damage. But yeah, something like that could be cool. We also have the exclamation mark coin flip or flip coin, and that allows you to flip head or tails, which is also useful for decision moments, right? Like sometimes you're not sure what to do, and then you can just do a coin flip, which we already used last stream when deciding certain settings for our Jurassic World park. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I wanted to say, I think. Head or tails? Yeah. So, you know when you do a coin flip, right? They always say head or tails, because one side of the coin is a head, and the other one is usually the sign. So if you press coin flip, it should work like this. Let's see if it takes it this fast after. Sometimes there's like a 60-second delay on it. Like if someone puts in the command, someone else can do it for 60 seconds. But I'm thinking about lowering it now because it actually states your name right now. So we should be okay with doing it more often now. That's something I can change after stream. But yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Like it's a 50-50 thing. So if you're not sure if you want to go left or go right, then you can say, let's flip a coin. And then one of you guys in stream can pretty much flip the coin for me with the command and then say like, oh, we're going left or we're going right. Which is pretty funny, right? Anyways, delaying you, sorry. No problem. I love to explain it. These are some new functions we're adding to the stream, like including the music and then expanding the bot for YouTube. Usually there's not a lot of support for bots on YouTube, so I'm very happy they upgraded this so I can actually make use of it now. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this stream. I hope to see you again next time, but for today I am out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm out. Bye-bye!